Hey, YouTubers, it's Smoking Essie. It's Evan in the next video today. So, anyway, I'm in the garage again at my parents' house. I'm smoking a big-ass cigar, as in the big-ass cigar for life. Look at that, big-ass cigar. Hashtag big-ass cigar. The house of keeping, smoking this Padron 2000 series nice big-ass cigars, the big-ass cigar for life. Anyway, just getting on camera to shoot the shit right now. Today was incredibly busy. I've had an incredibly busy day today. Let's start off with a recap of my work week. So just a recap of my work week. So Sunday was busy, Monday was busy, Tuesday was busy, today was hopping as hell. It was an incredibly busy week because this week was Thanksgiving week. Nice big ass Thanksgiving, like the big ass cigar. And man, oh man, was it busy. It was just so busy. And I'm so happy to be done. And I'm so happy to be relaxing, smoking a big ass cigars, the big ass cigar for life. You know, shooting the shit right now, you know. Just such a busy week. Unbelievably busy. I mean, Thanksgiving week is always one of the busiest weeks for grocery stores. I still have people who ask me, like, hey man, what do you do for a job? You know, what is your occupation? You know, what do you do for a living? And I tell people I work at a grocery store. So I'm a grocery associate. So I'm a front-end associate at Roche Brothers, which is a grocery store in Massachusetts. And basically I push shopping carts for a living. So that's my occupation and my living. So for people who are wondering, that is what I do for a living, is I push shopping carts and I bag groceries. And please don't criticize me. So anyway, Thanksgiving week, hopping as hell. Sunday was busy, Monday was busy, Tuesday was busy, Wednesday was busy as hell. It was a busy, busy, busy week at Roche Brothers in Massachusetts. We say Massachusetts, be so damn cold here, damn hot here, damn. So, crazy busy week. I saw my counselor on Monday, nice big ass counselor like the big ass cigar, and no, I'm not required to see a counselor. I choose out of my own free will to see a counselor. I'm not crazy ass like the big ass cigar just because I see a counselor. I have people who ask me all the time, like, hey dude, you're like, why do you see a counselor? Are you crazy ass like the big ass cigar? And the answer is no, I'm not crazy. I choose out of my own free will to see a counselor. Not everybody who sees a counselor or a psychiatrist or a therapist is automatically cuckoo. So, being silly ass like a big ass cigar. So, anyway, yeah, this week was busy as hell. It was just hopping. I mean, especially Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday were hopping as hell. I mean, people were buying all kinds of crap. I mean, well, not crap. It's not crap, obviously. People were buying nice food, nice big-ass food like the big-ass cigar. You know, people were buying turkeys, big-ass turkeys like the big-ass cigar. People were buying, all kinds of crap. I mean, it was just hopping as hell. It was crazy busy. I keep saying that. I know I'm repeating myself, and I know it gets a little bit annoying, but it was, I just cannot emphasize how crazy it was. And for people who work at like Walmart, or like work at like Wegmans, where it's even crazier, I can't even fathom, like even imagine how crazy it is, because I mean, the thing is, today was hopping as hell, yesterday was hopping as hell, and the whole week was hopping as hell. But now it's over with, it's done with, I don't have to worry about it till next year. Obviously next year I assume I'll still be there, working there, doing the carts, nice big ass carts like the big ass cigar. Obviously not big ass farts, being silly ass like the big ass cigar. Yeah, big ass farts for life. So, anyway, the good news is it's done with. I made it through the work week. I'm relaxing with a big ass cigar. Padron, nice big ass cigar for life. Sorry to keep licking my lips. It's because my lips are very chapped right now because of the cold weather. the cold air, the cold, wind kind of dried off my lips. So I do apologize for my lips being a little bit dry. And me kind of licking my lips. It's not because I ate something, it's because my lips are very dry because of the cold weather. I should probably buy some chapstick, so a nice big ass chapstick like the big ass cigar. Anyway, so so the moral of the story is I made it through another work week. I'm happy, I'm damn happy about that because that means I made it through another work week. And actually, more importantly, I made it through another Thanksgiving week, which is a lot more of an accomplishment than making through a normal work week. I mean, normal work week at Roche Brothers, yeah, it's an accomplishment. I mean, hell yes. I mean, whenever you make it through a work week, you should always give yourself a pat on the back because there's always somebody who can't do that crap, who can't do that shit. It's like, but in terms of, overall, your average work week is not as busy as Thanksgiving week. Now, I know a lot of people work in an office, for example, and they don't really get the shit I'm talking about because they're used to, sitting at a desk. They're used to, doing filing, paperwork, scanning, copying. They're used to doing data entry, and just used to kind of just sitting around doing office work. So and I'm not trying to dox those people, whatever, make fun of those people or be like a bitch to those people, but believe me, until you work at a grocery store, and I believe this is my 7th or 8th Thanksgiving I've done. I've done it since 2015. Until a lot of people say, "Oh, that must be so easy, man. It must be so easy just pushing carts. It must be so easy just pushing carts and just bagging groceries. Like that's what lazy people do, whatever." No, it's not as easy as you would think it is. It's a lot of physical activity. Until you actually do it, it's a lot of physical activity. Collecting shopping carts, nice big ass carts, not big ass farts, but big ass carts. Until you actually do it yourself, it's not as easy as you would think it would be. It's actually pretty challenging because it's very physically exhausting. I mean, you put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to it. I know people are going to say, well, that's what, a minimum wage job, how the hell is that even challenging, until you actually do it on a busy day like this for 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 hours, it's really a lot more challenging than you would think it. You would be surprised. I mean, for people who work in an office, who sit down all day, next to a computer and, type out, I'm typing with my finger right now, and just typing in meetings, and, discussing stuff, staff meetings, as opposed to like a physical job like pushing carts. It's a lot more stressful than you would think it would be. A lot of people think minimum wage jobs like grocery store jobs, like, bagging jobs, like, working at like a, like a grocery store, like a department store is easy. It's a lot more challenging than you would think it would be. It's actually a lot of physical activity doing shopping carts. And in terms of bagging groceries, it's more challenging than you would think. A lot of people think bagging groceries, well, that's what the working class poor do. The working class poor bag groceries. It's more challenging than you would think. And you have to be a lot more careful than you would think when bagging groceries. So I know people use it as a put down all the time. People say, well, you'll be bagging my groceries, next time I see you, whatever. It's like, it's more challenging than you would think. So it's a lot more challenging, and it's a lot more of, a challenge than you would actually think. So, and I'm glad I made it through another busy Thanksgiving Day week. The next busy time will be Christmas. Yeah, the Christmas season will be a busy time also because, people around where I live, people have big Christmas Day parties, people do a lot of catering, people have a lot of catering and parties, big ass parties like the Big Ass Cigar. So Christmas will be the next busy time. Sorry, cigar's a little bit spitty. So, car going by, 1 sec. So yeah, I'm very glad I made it through another Thanksgiving Day week. Just relaxing, shooting the shit right now. Yeah, so for people who follow me on Instagram, I know there's some people who follow me on YouTube on Instagram also. Something weird that happened recently. I want to discuss this briefly, not too much into it because I don't talk about my Instagram page much because I know most people just follow me on YouTube. Is I tried uploading a like a 10-minute video on Instagram, and for some reason it only uploaded like 1 or 2 minutes of it. So apparently with Instagram, and I'm not sure how many people of you guys use Instagram, but apparently there's some weird like bug or some weird glitch where you can only upload like a 1 or 2 or 3 minute video on Instagram. So I'm not sure how people do it. It's like, I'm still, 1 sec. Sorry to spit. I'm still pretty new to the Instagram world, and Instagram is just kind of more like something I do for fun. It's like, I know a lot of people, when I announced back in May that I was going to Instagram, I know a hell of a lot of people were like, oh, you're leaving YouTube, you're saying goodbye to YouTube, you're no longer going to be on YouTube. And I'm not sure why people got that impression. That I was leaving YouTube, because that clearly was not the case. I clearly made a point of saying that's not the case. So Instagram is just something I do for fun on the side. It's like Facebook. I do, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I don't do Twitter. I don't do Twatter, twat, being silly ass like the big ass cigar. So, being silly ass like the big ass cigar. But I'm not sure why, people thought that I was leaving YouTube, and I'm still kind of new to Instagram. There's a lot of things I still don't understand about it, It's kind of fun, I guess. It's not nearly as fun as YouTube. YouTube is still king. I mean, even with all the problems YouTube has, even with all the, for a better word, fucking problems YouTube has, it's still the best website. Hands down, it's the best website. There's other ones out there like Rumble, there's, Odyssey, DTube, Orburner. But, it's like, YouTube is still king. It's like, YouTube is still up here, and like Rumble's like down here, and like Instagram's somewhere in the middle. Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to leave it. Believe me, I'm not going to leave YouTube anytime soon. No way in hell. It's like, no way in holy hell. It's like, you can guarantee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more years of smoking acid. No problem. It's like, I'm 31 now. I'll be 32 next year. Yeah, you can guarantee that I'll still be on YouTube for the indefinite future. Yeah, no way in hell am I leaving YouTube. And it's like, and that's why I didn't really understand, why people got the impression, when I was making that video, follow me on Instagram back in the spring. I'm not sure why people got the impression I was leaving YouTube, because I clearly said that was not the case. I made a point of saying there are just certain things that I post on Instagram that I don't post on YouTube. So yeah, it's like, I know people, misinterpret things all the time. Misinterpretation is very common on the internet, on social media. But it's like, I mean, believe me, if I had to switch to Instagram exclusively, I'd be pissed. I mean, I'd be bullshit. It's like, because Instagram compared to YouTube, I'm sorry, Instagram sucks. I mean, it's like, I like Instagram. It's fun to do on the side as like a hobby, but I would never give up YouTube for Instagram. No way in hell. It's like, no way in hell. Because YouTube is so much more superior. I haven't tried any of the other websites. Like, I haven't tried Rumble yet. I haven't tried Odyssey. I haven't tried, like, DTube. I haven't tried any of those websites, but it's like YouTube's up here and they're down like here. It's like, you know, they're all inferior to YouTube. I mean, YouTube is king. YouTube really kicks ass, and they kick their ass, you know, and it's like, it's nowhere even close. You know, that's why, sorry, Smokey. That's why most creators will stick out into the bitter end, because the alternative, like switching to like Rumble or switching to Instagram, it's just so inviable. I mean, is it possible you can still become popular on those websites? Sure, anything is freaking possible. I mean, anything's fucking possible. I mean, but I mean, the difference in views, the difference in all that crap is nothing compared to YouTube. So that's why most people will stick it out into the bitter end, fight it out into the bitter end. I mean, that's the case with me. Is if anything ever did happen, you know, hypothetically, you know, if anything did happen hypothetically with my account, I would fight it out to the bitter end, you know, to the bitter end, because I'm not going to switch to Instagram anytime soon. So you can guarantee me, even though I have an Instagram account, even though I have a frickin' Instagram account, I'm not going to switch anytime soon. So just putting your minds at ease. But that was a kind of an interesting glitch on Instagram. I thought that was kind of interesting. So anyway, have a nice day, YouTubers. Pretty fucking cool. Bye.